promoting businesses and organizations to help them reach their full potential. Lighten the path to the success of your business. Enhancing the lives of our listeners by talking about things that matters most. Helping you to shine your light emotionally, mentally, spiritually, socially, and physically. Spreading positive vibes. You've got it locked and you're listening to Light Vibrations, brought to you by Lyte Communications right here on CBN Radio 90.9 FM. And now your host and our director, Natasha Letza.
Hello, you've got it locked and you're chilling with your girl Tasha T here, bringing to you another episode of Light Vibrations. Here in the studios today we have Linnell. Linnell, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I've been trying to get Linnell on this program now for months, so the pleasure is mine. Believe it, ladies and gentlemen, that he is finally here. Well, Linnell, you know, Light Vibrations are all about uplifting, educating, inspiring the community to be their best selves. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I think we discussed or agreed to talk about the 5 love languages.
All right. I am so into that because so many times, you know, people feel like they're not loved to the capacity of which they want to be loved, while their partner is busy thinking they're doing their best to make their spouse or whatever happy. So to get us started, what do you want us to know about love and its many languages?
All right. Well, there's a book called The 5 Love Languages by this guy named Gary Chapman. And I was introduced to this book, over 20-something years ago.
Wow.
And reading this book, I mean, it just opened my eyes to a lot of things. And if you know the 5 love languages, and you basically you would know how to love the people that you're around. You know, it can go for your partner, your spouse, your children, family members. You know, it applies to everybody, right? So the 5 love languages, as Mr. Chapman puts it, they're words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Now, you know, you can have more than one love language.
Definitely.
I have more than one love language.
Now, before we dive into these different love languages, and I think I was gonna have to write them down to reference them back throughout the show, but what do you think the common misconception is regarding love on a whole and the way we show love to each other that might be throwing us off to the point where we really do need to look into, really to decipher what our partner's love language is?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, and as Mr. Chapman explains in his book, that people often love people the way they want to be loved. And so basically, if I like giving, if I like receiving gifts, then I'm gonna give a lot of gifts. But because I like to receive gifts, it doesn't necessarily mean that you like to receive gifts. And so therefore, there's a misconception by the person that, oh, well, you want this and you want that, when you really don't want that. Your love language might be quality time. You don't have to give me anything but quality time. You know, so I think we often make that mistake. You know, men, fathers with their children. The child is longing for you to be there with him, but you're buying him all of these things, right? I mean, I might be getting off a little bit there.
No, it's right up our alley.
But you know, we tend to think that loving our children is giving them gifts, buying them whatever they want, when that's actually not what we should be doing. We want them to have the best, but they have to earn it, of course.
Definitely.
You know, but I think the best way to love a child is to be right there with them, giving them quality time, words of affirmation, you know. of course, receiving gifts is in there too, you know. But even physical touch, you know, you love, you know, you caress and you hold your child, letting them know, you know, I love you. That's a good way to let them know I love you. But now when, you know, come to our partners.
Well, definitely, then we all over the place here, no, for real. Because, you know, we talk about children, we talk about sports.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could look at both. We have a half hour. We could look at both, but I want to take the majority of the time to talk about partners.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of persons come on the show and a lot of outcry from the community. You know, a lot of people are in some very loveless relationships, a lot of loveless marriages, you know, just together on paper, maybe even living in the same house, but in separate rooms, they have separate lives, they have other man and woman, you know, these kinds of things, because I feel like people give up on their relationships too quickly. You know, they invest a lot up front, you know, trying to woo their partners, trying to, you know, be this, you know, image of someone that may or may not be true in the beginning, just to get the desired result. But then when they get that person, they stop. They don't continue to invest that time. They don't continue to invest that energy. So what you find is this is like a meat production. Relationships nowadays are like a meat production. You know, as soon as that infatuation stage is over, they jump in because nobody wants to take that time to invest. And I think that this topic is very important, because sometimes we try to show people how we would like to be loved, but sometimes people are selfish in a way that they're busy thinking about themselves. So, okay, I like gifts, so you should like gifts, you know, but I don't like gifts. I want your time. And you ain't giving that to me no amount of money, and then people will wonder, like, this woman, she getting everything from this man, and she still carrying him. She's a bad woman. No,
she's a bad woman.
No, carrying is wrong. We advocating carrying. But it's like something is missing that is forcing her to do that, you know, because if everything, the apples, measuring apples against apples, they're not going to do that. Nobody with a conscience. So that's why I think that this topic is important, and at least for the first 20 minutes of the conversation, I want us to focus on that. And then we can talk about the children, which is another important aspect. But, you know, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Why is it that men feel like, okay, you buy me gifts, you're giving me money, whatever, you might be paying my rent, you know, depending on how much money you got, but you ain't giving me that time. Why is time so important? I mean, why does men see giving their woman time, you know, it's such a challenge? Break that down for me. I love it when men come on the program.
Well, my opinion, and I'm not an expert, right? But my opinion is, you know, I think a lot of us guys think that our women or our partner, they like nice things. So they're willing to buy the nice things, but yet when it comes to the spending the quality time, you know, they may be a little hesitant to do that, because really, I mean, their time is locked up in a whole lot of other different things. And so, you know, they could be for various reasons. You know, it could be maybe because the man got businesses, or, you know, he's trying to make money, or, you know, whatever. Or, you know, a lot of us are a little selfish too. We like to hang with the guys and do what we like to do. You know, but we think that as long as we're giving you the things that you like, the what they call it, the materialistic things you like.
That you think we like.
Right. Then you should be okay with that. And when I come looking for other stuff later from you, you should be able to give that to me, because I'm giving you these expensive things. You know, it's not right. I've learned that no, you know, you got to find out what your woman really wants.
Definitely.
And you know what she wants, that's what you feed into, that's what you give her.
And how do you find out what they want?
Ask.
So what is the problem with asking?
There's nothing wrong with asking.
Why people don't ask?
People don't like to communicate. They don't like to verbally communicate. We like to assume things. We assume things too much. And you know what assume means, right? Okay.
You make assumptions and make a great big mess of things.
Yep.
Definitely.
Make a ASS.
Definitely.
You
Out of you and me.
Yep.
Yes. And that is very true. And what you're saying is true. But this is the cry of many women. So it seems like it's something easy. It seems like it's an easy fix if you care about your partner enough to try to fix it. You know, that you would say, honey, I see, you know, I ain't get what I want from you. How I feel I should be getting it is something wrong.
Yeah.
Why are you holding up what belongs to me? And then you really want to ask a question, and she will tell you all kind of thing. I like to see that, you know, if you invest emotionally into your spouse, if she is getting what she needs, you're going to start to reject her, because the outpouring of love will be so much that you yourself won't be able to handle the amount of love that she will be throwing your way. But men, for the most part, they don't realize that if their woman's cup is not full, if she's not getting what she needs, in no way you're going to get what you need. And the half a piece what she might give you, you wouldn't even enjoy it, because you'll be like, man, what is this? You understand? So I tell you where our issue is. What's the issue with men, you think, as it pertains to your love languages, that you feel that women, you know, are missing as well? Because there's obviously a disconnect there as to why we're not coexisting the way we should.
Yeah. Well, you know, what comes to mind is there's another book. I can't remember who the author is right now, but it's called Love and Respect, right? Women want love and men want respect, right? So basically, if you give me, as a man, you give me the respect that, you know, that I feel I need, then, and I give you the love, which is, it could be, you know, the touchy-feely stuff, or it could be the quality time, you know, then that'll work out. Now, I've been married for, this should be 26 years.
Wow, congratulations. I should get you on another show talking about how to be in a good marriage. Right? We'll have him back, people.
Oh, yeah, but I've been married to one wife for the last 26 years, Michelle Stevens. Okay.
Wonderful.
And, you know, we had to learn this lesson the hard way in the beginning, because, you know, a lot of women could disrespect a man in various ways, you know, and, you know, you could, what do they call it? Belittle me and, you know, make me feel like I'm less than by, oh, you don't do this and you don't do that, and I could get my father to do that, and, you know, and so that makes the man feel small. That's not showing him respect. So if you badgering your man like that, what's gonna make him want to be around you? Why would he want to be around you if he's constantly getting nagged and, you know? So I think most men, all they want you to do is respect them. And according to these 5 love languages, the one thing that stands out to me is words of affirmation. Oh, honey, oh, you are my hero. You did this, you did that so great. You know, men are men, but we're little boys too. We want to hear, you did a good job. Great job, honey. Pat on the back, pat on the bum.
Then I hearing you and I feeling you talk something like that. But how is it? Okay, if your woman have to come and tell you she could get her father to do that, that means something that she's asking you to do repeatedly over and over, you're not doing. Okay, so we have to address that. Women not going to just up and just throw them kinds of words. It's like, okay, so Lynette, I need you to fix this thing. Okay, Lynette, remember the sing. But Lynette, the sing.
Yeah.
So now, after 6 months of me reminding you nicely about this thing that you refuse to fix. So then now, one day you walk in and see some man under your sink, you want to wait, honey, what going on here? Well, I had to get another man to do something that you wouldn't. Let me talk about that.
So look, I'm going to use your own example. Linnell, the sink, How you talking to me?
But it didn't start off. I said, baby, this ain't work, babe.
So remember, I just said,
Go ahead.
words of affirmation.
But you don't start off rough.
It's well, no. But it could, depending on the woman,
Okay, true.
right?
True.
You got some rude women out there.
Yeah,
You got some
real
rude
talk.
men too.
Real talk.
You know, but it's all in your approach. It's not about what you say, but how you say it,
I did it.
right?
Yeah.
So if you want me to fix the sink, because I may not be there as often as I should be because I'm working or whatever, and so it may slip me, but I think the correct way to approach me about the sink, hey babe, how you doing? It really makes me feel good when you take care of things around the house, important things like the sink. And the sink has been, we've been having some problem with the sink for a while. I think I mentioned it to you before. Babe, just do me that favor. Just take care of the sink for me.
I like that. I'm gonna take this page out of this book. I'll be done ready to call her next man. I don't see why I have to keep reminding you about the sink, because you go to the sink and you know you can walk into.
Just take care of the sink, baby.
But I like that.
It's
And
really important to me.
Yeah.
Okay, baby, I'll take care of the sink. No problem.
Wow. Okay. You see, we learning, and that's what Lyte Vibrations is all about, people. If you just tuning in, you got it like you're listening to CBN 90.9 FM and Lyte Vibrations. We're in the house, and today our guest is Linnell, and we're talking about the 5 love languages, and right now we're trying to figure out why people in relationships are not really loving each other the way they should. So we talked about women needing time and affection, and we're now talking about men needing that respect.
Yeah.
Okay, so respect in the way that you talk to your man, and also give us some more examples of how women can respect men.
Okay, so we have where some women basically are the dominant figure in the house.
Dominant how?
Dominant in the sense that they're bossy,
Okay.
right? They take care of everything, and the men allow it. I mean, really and all truly, if this is how I feel, I had to learn this the hard way too. If my wife is better with the finances, I'm gonna let her take care of it. But because of pride, now this is why I said I had to learn this the hard way. Because I'm the man and I'm the head. We used to boot heads about finances all the time. And so, it's no secret my wife, where in our professional lives, she holds a higher position than me. And, and so people would think, not that people would think, but it has happened where that may, play out in the house a little bit. Well, they don't do that no more. But so we've communicated, and I've expressed myself as to how I feel about you bringing work home. What I mean by bringing work home, I don't mean physically bringing work home, but I mean mentally.
Yes. That could be very stressful. Yes.
Right. So you bring in the way you supervise or direct, people on your job. You bringing it home. You don't need to direct me. I mean, we're partners. We work together. Yes, I am the head. Even though I'm the head, that don't mean I control you. But you're the neck, and the neck controls the head, right? In a sense. Right. But we work together.
Definitely.
We work together. So when you come home, let's, behave like we are partners. Let us work together. You don't have to try to boss me around and all of that. No.
And you know what? That is a very important thing that you brought up, and I think that is what a lot of women continues to struggle with, is the fact that they may be making more money than the man, and they don't know how to balance that in allowing him that leadership role, though they are considered the breadwinner.
Yeah.
I think that's, and then especially, then you get to the fact, like you say, she might want to be directing you, but there's women who will take it a lot further than that. They're gonna want to belittle, they're gonna want to disgrace, they're gonna want to throw jabs at you in public or around friends and make you seem smaller because. So what advice would you give?
Women, be careful, right? And let me just make this clear. There's nothing wrong with the woman giving the directions as long as the woman and the man agree, right? Because see, it's not about what you do, it's how you do it. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it, right? So again, like I said, my wife, she's better with managing finances. So it took me a long time to realize that and to humble myself, to yield to her and let her take care of the finances. So whenever somebody come to me and they're like, okay, we like for you to do this, give this X, Y, I speak to my wife. She the one, because I get a whole house away. But see, my wife is a little more firm, and she's like, well, you know what? Let's look at this, and so there's nothing wrong as long as y'all agree. But in terms of belittling your husband or your man in front of other people, that's wrong. That is wrong. I mean, why would you want somebody to be with you if they're belittling you, they're making you feel small? So, we gotta be a little, reciprocal in terms of how we treat. And my life motto is, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Definitely.
Right? So if you want somebody to belittle you, then you keep belittling people. They're gonna belittle you for sure.
But then people not like that. Just like, we'll use this, I feel ashamed to use it, but I'm going to use it still. Men will cheat on women.
Yeah.
So then my philosophy on life, whatever you do, you should be able to take. So when you cheat on me now, and I just say, okay, me taking no care, I go cheat on you back, we shouldn't have a problem, right?
No, we shouldn't have a problem.
Well, we always do.
But you know what? It's something about that cheating thing when it comes to man and woman. I mean, wow. I think men get more hurt when a woman cheat on them.
Why?
Well, unfortunately, we see women as a piece of property.
Still?
A lot of men do. This is mine. And, how would I feel if my wife was cheating on me? Boy, I'd be furious. Because, I can't imagine, so women have in life, period, in society, women have that good image, or they're supposed to have that good image. Oh no, she ain't. If a good woman ain't gonna do that, a good woman ain't gonna go, with all these different guys. Men, in society, we looked at as dogs anyway. So,
don't matter.
So it's really no surprise when you hear a man cheat on a woman versus when a woman cheating on a man.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I'm not saying that's I'm not using that as an excuse. Nobody should cheat on nobody, really, but it does happen.
It does happen.
And so when a man find out that his wife is out there, all kind of stuff go through his head. Did she do that to him that she did to me, or and I can't imagine nobody on my wife the way I be on her.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, watch chess. So that's another lesson, guys. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you cannot imagine your woman cheating on you, do not let that woman imagine you cheating on them. It's that we people, I don't know why men feel like it's less of a pill to swallow when they cheat on us than when we cheat on them. That's a fallacy. I get some A's as pain in my time, you hear me? And I saying at this point in time where I'm at right now in my life, I said, if you cheat, that means you want this relationship to done. Because I'm not accepting any. I giving you all of me, I expect all of you.
Yeah.
And I think if we approach relationships in that vein, I think, people would be, the love would be there a little bit more closer. I ain't sure how much time we got left. The conversation is so sweet. But I want to talk about that physical touch.
Yeah.
And those words of affirmation.
My two favorites.
Man, talk to me. We got about 5 minutes. Let's see if we can wrap it up.
Well, physical touch is, when you just give a little rub on the arm, or rub on my upper head. Rub on my back. Affection. That physical. I love that. That's a way of telling me that you love me without even saying it verbally.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that though. But
and that's a problem. That's a problem because I like that too. I love touch. Like I had one day that me and my partner was together and I pop off on somebody. Like I got really angry. I hadn't seen myself that angry in a while and I started to carry on, right? And I'm expecting him to diffuse the situation because he's right there.
Yeah.
But he because he never saw me upset like that.
Yeah.
He didn't know. It kind of like it shocked him. So he was there, and then whenever he did contribute, he fanned the flame. So it's like I was getting more upset, and then I was like, babe, all you had to do was touch me, just touch me, babe. Like, relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because he didn't know that, he just there talking all kind of other thing, and I got higher the air than I was, and I blame him because I'm like, touch me and tell me calm down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no be here talking stupidness to get me more upset.
Yeah.
It's like that touch is so powerful. But then sometimes you meet these people you touch and then let me some hard back. Don't like to be touched or don't like to touch you. What you say about that in 1 minute? What you say about that? Give us some advice for people who struggling with this issue.
Again, just like you just said, so I could tell one of your languages is physical touch, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual touch, but touch can be calming. And so that's what you were looking for from your partner, but then maybe he didn't know. So maybe he don't know your love languages.
Maybe he don't know. He try to play the fool.
But just a little touch. Make it just
calm down, baby. I got this. And just going back to try to form it all up there. A lot in a little time in terms of, that whole respect, that whole loving people in their language and that whole communication, everything together is everything plays an integral part in this whole thing that we call love and marriage. And I really do believe that instead of us viewing relationships as some kind of meat production, we should really invest the time into one, getting to know your partner, two, asking them questions, because if you ask, like you said, it's no harm in asking, no harm, no foul in asking. What do you like? How you want me to love you? I mean, a good way is to look at how the person is loving you, but then that mightn't be your language. So that person is giving you, because she gives every minute, you in the latest shoes, she buy you a car, she do this, she do that, and you still ain't happy because what? She disrespecting you. She ain't touching you. You understand? She ain't giving you what you need. So with this last couple of minutes, I want you to bring us back full circle and encourage our people to do the right thing in these relationships, man.
All right. So let me just say thank you for having me on the program.
The pleasure was mine.
It's been a long time coming, but we're here.
Yes. And we had fun.
Yes. I just want to encourage everybody to, one, communicate with your partner or communicate with those who you love, who you say you love. All right. A lot of relationships fail because of the lack of communication. So if you want something or you need something, let it be known. Now remember, the way you communicate is key, right? So as we said earlier, it's not what you say or what you do, but it's how you do it, right? Did I say that right? So basically the important thing is the way you say and do stuff. Don't disrespect people, don't say it in a vulgar way. Calm is key. That's what I think. Calm is key in relationships. Now, there are other other type of thing that you might have to get a little,
Yeah.
but that's another thing.
That's another topic. That's 3 more topics.
Yeah. But, just respect each other, communicate. Communication is key. And pay attention to the things that your partner is doing. So if they're giving you a lot of things, then their love language is possibly giving gifts. There's someone who like acts of service. If they love, doing stuff for you, then of course they want it back.
Definitely.
Right. So that's how you can learn somebody's love language off the bat without even asking them. You see what they do, and basically what they do is what they like to receive.
Definitely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you had it like that. You've been listening to your girl Tasha T here, bringing to you another episode of Lyte Vibrations. And today, our guest, Mr. Stevens, Stevens. We want to thank you so much for coming on the program, and this is our official invitation for you to rejoin us again.
I'll be more than happy to.
Wonderful. So until next time, guys, be blessed and do the right thing. And let's live in peace and love and harmony and respect our relationships and do what we can to make our spouses and partners happy. Take care until next time.
Thank you for tuning in to Lyte Vibration. And don't forget to tune in this time next week as we continue to bring you life-changing information. Until next time, shine your light.